Welcome back, everyone. That is not true. I was an A24 member before you. I don't give a fuck if you watched all the movies first. But
You
welcome back, everybody, to DGOT, the instant reactions. Was not supposed to start this way. Me and Dustin went to AMC for me calls it Scream Unseen. What does Regal call their horror movie, Mystery Monday?
yeah, Mystery Monday, or just Regal Superiority. That's what we call it.
Regal. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, pal. But we both got to watch A24's Bring Her Back from the Filippo brothers. It's their second flick after Talk to Me. General thoughts, I thought the movie was just okay, personally. I didn't love it. I thought there were some good things and there were some bad things, obviously, with the movie. But I don't. My biggest con was, to me, the pacing was just pretty off. And I don't know, it just took too long for it to get going. Like, and Talk to Me, you get right invested right at that party with that guy killing himself and all that. Like, you're like, oh shit, you get a really shocking moment right up front. And I don't know, this movie just took a while for me to get invested. And I never really sunk my teeth into it, but it was still fine. But we'll touch on that in the pros and cons. Dustin, general thoughts, and
I
we
thought
won't
it,
spoil this one. We
yeah,
won't
no,
spoil
no
anything.
spoilers, but because the movie's technically not even out yet, we were lucky enough to see it early. But I thought it was a pretty good movie. I think that what I'm hearing from you, and I don't want to speak for you, but what it sounds like is the Filippo brothers have kind of fallen into that Robert Eggers trap for you. It's like Robert Eggers, The Witch, so good, so you're disappointed by um, Nosferatu. Bring Her Back was so good that you're kind of disappointed by Bring Her Back, and that's completely fair. I think that it's a pretty good movie. I didn't suffer or I didn't struggle with the pacing or caring about the story like you did. But I do think that that Talk to Me is a much better movie. So, but overall, I think it's a very strong sophomore film for the Filippo brothers.
Yeah, it's definitely a solid film. I mean, there's just some things I don't know. It just, I mean, I didn't even love Talk to Me really. Like, I gave it a 7. Like, it wasn't like a 9 or anything for me. Like, I thought Talk to Me was fine as well. This one, I don't know. But we'll just jump into our positives. Sally Hawkins as Laura. I mean, she was on some nut shit the whole movie. Like she was a few fries short of a Happy Meal,
Yeah.
but she was great. I thought she was fantastic. She was a great actress in this. Like, and she was uncomfortable. She was very unsettling with a lot of the things because, well, I mean, it's right in the description. Andy and what's her name, Piper, the brother and sister, they move in with her. She's the new foster mother. That's in the description, so I don't think we're spoiling anything.
Right.
But she's got some ulterior motives going on. She's doing some weird stuff from the get go. She's a former like child psychologist or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like playing with like Andy's mind a lot because he's suffering through some demons. But she's on some nut shit. But yeah, anywho, I thought Andy and Piper were very well acted as well. I thought they both did fine in their roles. I mean, Piper was a blind girl. I thought very impressive. I give her props. But Oliver, Jonah, Ren Phillips, I thought he was fantastic.
Creepy.
Fantastic young child performance.
Creepy.
Very creepy, very unsettling, and the gore and the effects I thought looked very good as
Mm-hmm.
well. What about you, Dustin? Give me some of your positives.
So first off, for positives, you know that meme where it's like the guy standing by himself at a party, and the caption's like, "They don't know," blah blah blah. First of all, we get a shout out in this movie. She says,
Yeah,
"Don't go out there," and
yeah.
so when she said that, I was like, "They don't
Hey.
know this is the name of my podcast."
I was like, damn it! I wish I was recording that.
But I mean, it's crazy. You would think that those words are spoken much more in horror films than they actually are. So when we hear it, it perks me up a little bit. I like that. But no, in all seriousness, I my movie started like a couple minutes before yours. We were texting back and forth before it started, and they did the same thing for Talk to Me. The Filippo brothers record a message and they play it for the audience beforehand. And for Talk to Me, I was like, who are these guys? Like, what are you talking? I'd never even heard of the movie. That was a couple years ago, whatever. But when they popped up on my screen this time, I was like, I know these guys. And they were like, you know us? Probably not, maybe not. What? And I was like, oh, I know you guys. And first of all, shout out to them, man. They seem like really cool guys. Like, I would like to hang out with those guys. And I
Oh
think
yeah,
that they are very talented. I think that the directing in this movie was great. We got some really good scene transitions. Um, how one scene kind of fades into another. The editing department did a great job on that. I think that the acting across the board was great. Sally Hawkins, is that what you said her name was?
Yes, Sally Hawkins.
I agree with you, man. Like she just gave me the willies from the jump. It's like, when you see someone, they're like too nice. You're like, I'm not buying it. That's fake. It's like, that's just how I picked up that bad vibe from her from the beginning. And that was perfect. And some of her character decisions, like what she would let these minors do and get away with. And
Encourage.
And then how she would manipulate Andy. I thought that was really good. I think the gore and effects, like you said, I mean, this movie will make you squirm. It did me, at least. There's some really uncomfortable stuff in this movie. And it's not like, certain movies, like I can't think of, recently I said, it's like, it's just, Terrifier. I say it a lot now. Terrifier is just like shock and kill after shock and kill just for the shock value. I didn't get that vibe from this one. But it was so uncomfortable to watch with some of the gore that we got, and it was very effective. I think the story, it was kind of predictable. Like I knew. I mean, you can read the description, I guess, and figure out what's going on, or some of the synopsis will spoil what the story's about. But once we get into it, I was like, okay, there was nothing that threw me off. But sometimes a straightforward story is fine, and I think that they did it justice by doing that. And the child actors I thought were really good. The little girl who played Piper and the boy that played Ollie, or we'll just call him Ollie. I don't want to. That is, but I thought they were really good. I just think it was a solid movie.
Yeah, no, that's very fair. Cons, let me ask you your opinion on this. Okay. Did the movie look kind of just ugly to you, like the color saturation? Like Talk to Me was like clear and like it looked nice. This one, I don't know, the color just didn't look that great. It looked like an Android Snapchat video got sent to an iPhone. See, like it didn't look pretty to me.
I don't think it looked pretty. I definitely think that was by design, because this is not a pretty story. This is some
I get that as well, but I mean, it's just, I don't know. Like you watch Until Dawn, and like that movie is beautiful, and this movie, I don't know, just like the color was very underwhelming to me.
So I mean, that's fair.
But I mean, it's just I'm comparing it to Talk to Me as well, because I thought Talk to Me looked beautiful.
Yeah,
the camera work still looked good, like the choice of shots.
Yeah.
But I don't know, just the color, like it just didn't look crispy. It's like they broke out an old camera and just like, hey, we'll just use that one.
I tried to look, because I mentioned it on one of our last reviews. I mentioned the actual, it was In a Violent Nature. I mentioned the actual camera and the lenses they used for that one. I can't find that information on this movie. It's brand new. I guess info's not out.
Yeah, but they probably haven't released that yet.
Yeah. I didn't have that issue, but I can see why you would think that.
And that's not like a story issue. Just, I don't know. It's just once you watch, like if you watch Until Dawn, you're like, damn, that movie looks beautiful. Then you see this one, you're like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Another few qualms I have. My biggest one is just the pacing to me was just bad. Like it was really slow to start for me. I mean, you did get kind of a shocking scene with the parent and the kids, but I mean it didn't do anything to like just get me super excited. And I thought the like ritual stuff was, I won't go into the detail, but I don't even know how to even explain it. It felt like they fed it to you like by their hand, but it still didn't feel explained enough. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I mean it does. They laid it all out there. Sounds like you're saying that they laid it all out there, but it still didn't make a lot of sense to you. Like it didn't add up.
Like it was just like underwhelming. Maybe I don't know. Like we'd have to spoil it a little more for me. We can just talk off the air about it. But I don't know. The ritual stuff just really didn't work for me, and okay. I really don't want to spoil anything. The ritual stuff just didn't work for me, and like it was just very predictable. Then there's a scene towards the end with Andy and another counselor. Like how do you not see that coming? Like,
I know, but it popped me. I laughed.
It was funny. It was funny, but
I don't think it's supposed to be funny.
Randy Orton out of nowhere, but I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I am with you on that.
But what are some of your cons? Because we're not going to spoil anything, so it's just kind of hard to even delve
Well,
into it. With,
kind of like I said earlier, this is a very straightforward story, so I think that's a pro and a con. Sometimes I appreciate it, sometimes I don't. In this instance, it's a little of both. I think that Talk to Me had a lot more layers. There was constantly unfolding stuff like, oh, this can happen. Oh, that can happen. This one, it's like once we figured it out, it's like, all right, see what's going on here. And it played out how I thought it would. Now, there was a shock. Something happened that, and we'll talk about this off air. I don't want to spoil it, but something happened. I was like, oh, no. So that was a shocker, but I think it was pretty predictable, and I think it was very safe with the ending. They didn't really take a chance with the ending. Um, I didn't have the pacing issues that you had. Maybe it's because some of the movies I've watched lately have been really slow burns, like The Last Emperor from 1987. Um, Dances with Wolves is a slower story. North by Northwest. Like I've been watching a lot of old movies lately, and so I think I'm just accustomed to slow burns these days. But it didn't bother me. It was actually a welcome breath of fresh air, I think. But
that's fair. That's very fair.
uh, another con. I mean, I like see a lot of times when there's rituals involved in movies, they get a little bit convoluted to where they don't make sense to me. This one made a little bit too much sense to me. I know, and we can talk like you
Maybe
said.
that's how I feel about it. Maybe just I don't.
It's just like, oh, so they got to do this to do this, and then this will happen, and that's it.
And where do they get it from? Like,
Yeah, I would have liked to see, and they did a good job in at the very open of laying the groundwork. Like this is gonna come into play. We see something that's not to do with our main characters of the movie. We see something happen. We're like, okay, this is gonna come back in, and it does. But it's just like, oh, that's it. I don't know. I think I wanted a little bit more there, and then because, like I said earlier, I was holding it to the standard of their first film, which I thought was much better. But all this to say is, I still like this movie.
I mean, it's gonna be a preference thing. Some people will probably like this better than Talk to Me. So who knows?
Yeah.
But here's my question: she used to be like an adoption kind of therapist or psychologist is what I'm getting at. Because the two kids got put in or foster homes, whatever. Like she was a psychologist for foster homes. I don't know if they do it in Australia, but in the States, if you're going to adopt kids, like they're going to go inspect your house.
Yeah.
They're going to inspect your property. They didn't find some things at this property. They didn't inspect this property.
Well, I
They
think
just gave her a pass because she's a former employee.
I think so, because I mean that's what
That's corruption, brother.
this is. I guess minor spoiler, but the question is raised: like, did you not vet this person essentially? And she's like, she worked here for 20 years. So I think it was just one of those things like we can cut through some paperwork and just get the ball rolling because we know this woman. So I kind of excuse that, but I mean, yeah, you're right. If they went out to the house, good night.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's some freaky shit going on out there. I don't want to spoil anything. We'll just keep this one nice and short, D. Frank, because we got it's 9:53. I don't know if I'm gonna do them notes tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I start them tonight, but who knows? I thought the movie was okay, like A24 movie. So I hope it does well, just because we're a fan of that studio. I like the Filippo brothers. I'm not going to say I love both of their movies, but I think they got a bright future ahead of them. Like
Definitely.
I'll keep going to go see their movies. I mean, just because I didn't love the first two doesn't mean I won't love the third one or the fourth one or whatever. And at least it's a fresh idea. Like, I mean, it pulls from some other. I can see some similarities to other movies, but it's a pretty fresh idea. It's something different, at
Yeah,
least.
for sure.
What's your letterbox rating after
Well,
after your thoughts? Give your letterbox.
yeah, I thought of one more issue that I have. There's no way it rained that much to fill up that pool. I'm just going to leave it at that. You understand how much rain that would take?
A lot. Why can't you just put fucking water in it? Did it have to be from the rains of Africa or Australia?
I mean, shout out Toto. But
yeah, it's a great song.
yeah, I was like, is there a drought that we don't know about and they're waiting for the rainy season? I'm not that familiar with the ecosystem of Australia. So maybe they have dry seasons and they have to wait for the big rain. Because she did mention wasting water earlier, remember?
Yeah, I mean, that could just be a cheap person thing. Like, don't be flushing the damn
So
toilet.
I need that spelled out a little bit more because I'm not buying what you're selling here. That rain cloud opened up, brother. But my letterbox, I said that this is a very respectable sophomore film by the Filippo brothers. Not quite as good as their first film, but this one will make you squirm, has good acting and direction, and it's going to stay with me for a while. And it honestly will, because some of the stuff is just like, ugh, gross. But I gave it a 3.5 stars. So, when we review it, probably in that 7 out of 10 range or so. A little bit lower than I gave Talk to Me, but that's okay.
I feel like Talk to Me's grown on you more too. So whatever you rated it on the show, you probably would be even higher now.
Yeah, that's a banger of a movie.
Because like during our 31 recommendations, you picked that one. Like I know you speak highly of that movie, so it's probably even higher.
I gave it 4.5 stars. I gave Talk to Me 4.5 stars. So they.
But what did you rate it on the show though? Because we did that a long time ago.
Yeah, give me a second. I've got it right.
No,
here.
Go ahead. I gave the movie a 2.5, and I hope that doesn't come across bad. But I just thought it was an average, middle of the road movie. And shout out to Final Destination Bloodlines, because I was thinking it's like I gave that 2.5 too, but I like that way better. So I bumped it up to 3. I bumped Final Destination Bloodlines up to 3.
I did the same thing after I watched Hurry Up Tomorrow. I gave it a 2.5 initially, and then I watched an ending explained video. And I was like, oh. So I liked it a 0.5 star more after I realized what was going on. But anyway.
That's fair. That's fair. There's nothing wrong with that. You can change your mind.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mike.
I mean, I did all that within an hour of leaving the theater, too. So it was still fresh on my mind. I didn't quite understand it to the level I wanted to. So I gave it a 2.5. And then once I understood it better, I was like, that was a little bit better. And first of all, here's a little rant. I'm tired of seeing people hating on Hurry Up Tomorrow. I've seen some ridiculous reviews. Now, if you don't like it and I read your review or see your review and it's valid, fine. But I've seen some just absolute bogus reviews, and they're like 0.5 star, 1 star, 1.5. Get out of here with that. But anyway, I gave Talk to Me a 9 when we reviewed it. So
okay.
I was consistent. I mean, who knows? We re-review it in a couple years. It might go up 0.5 star, 1/4 star.
I don't know. I don't know why I thought you gave it lower than 9. Hell yeah, 9 and 4.5. That's good. That's a really good rating.
And that movie stuck with me too. I mean, any kind of satanic or spiritual bullcrap sticks with me. It haunts me a little bit. So if it's got that and the movie's well made, it's probably going to get a good score. Not because I enjoy it, because it scares me, man.
Satanic bullcrap.
As above, so below, man. That movie still freaks me out. And you send that freaking GIF one more time in our chat, I'm gonna have to come through the phone, brother.
We just don't slander me anymore, and I won't do it.
So speaking of
when did this movie release? May 30th. Yep, May 30th.
Yeah.
Go check it out in theaters.
Next Friday.
Just shouting that out there.
I'm glad we got to see it tonight, because next Friday night I'll be watching WWE SmackDown in Knoxville. But going back to speaking of slander, what I was saying when we opened, you hate A24. Like you're down on this movie. The Brutalist is on HBO Max now, and you're like, I'm not watching that. I mean, I'm just starting to think that you only like to keep up appearances by saying that you like A24.
No, that's not it. I mean, I got the entire X trilogy novelization.
You like Ty West. That doesn't
got
sound
from
like A24.
I bought them from the A24 website.
That's because that's who sells them.
How many A24 Blu-rays you got, pal?
Quite a few.
You might even have more than me. I think I got 4 of them.
Matter of fact, I might pop in my Baby Girl Blu-ray when we get off of this.
You
drink a glass.
Drink a glass of milk. Was it George Michael on?
Yeah, I could be your father figure.
Dude, that movie was fucking nuts.
It was, man.
I mean, I'm glad Nicole Kidman wants to work with female directors, but Jesus.
And that movie got a bunch of unnecessary hate too. Like I didn't get
that movie was just too long. It was way too long, but it was fine.
I didn't think so. I was locked in for that one. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm
any specific reasons?
Maybe it's because his character resonated with me so much. Just affairs, manipulating women. Like I was like, this guy's all right.
Milkman.
I was like, man, next time I go to a bar, I'm sending a hot girl a glass of milk. Let's see what
Hey,
it
speaking of
says.
Talk to Me, Sophie Wilde was in that.
Yeah, she was. I thought you were
She
saying she was in Bring Her Back, and I was like, wait, where? But yeah, she was in Baby Girl. Shout out to her too. She's a good up and coming actress.
she is a good up and coming actress. That just went way off. Shout out to A24,
Shout
man.
out- yeah,
You can see some weird shit in that studio. Tell you what.
go watch Men.
No, I'm never watching that again unless you force me to.
No, I'm talking about our listeners. If you want to see some weird
Yeah,
shit,
yeah, go check that
go
out.
watch Men. Go watch The Killing of a Sacred Deer. Dick's the Musical. It's the only time I'll ever give that.
Bo was
movie a shot.
afraid.
Bo was Afraid's weird. Which, speaking
You said
of,
that too. You said that too casually. That movie is very weird.
we saw the trailer for Eddington. Does that? I know you said you had some concerns because you're not into westerns, but does that put you at ease a little bit? Because it's not a western, like shoot 'em up western.
Not really, but I mean, I'll go see it.
Okay, we'll see. I like it. I can't wait for it.
I mean, it doesn't set me on fire, but I'll go see it. Anything else you want to share, Dustin? I mean, 9 minutes is kind of hard to stretch out. You know how that goes.
Further 9 minutes. That's what 6 times. Yeah, just support cinema.
Anything on the docket for next week?
Yeah.
What we got next week? We can talk about that for a
I've got
minute.
another Mystery Monday coming up, and I know you said it wasn't shown on AMC yet, but I'm sure they will because they usually, do the same thing. But I'll be going to see Friendship this week, which is not horror, but it is A24. I'll be seeing that this week. And then next week we got, Karate Kid Legends. Not seeing that. So pretty much nothing except for the Mystery Monday next week, which I think is going to be 28 years later. That's my guess.
Damn, there really isn't nothing next week because we already seen this movie.
We can go see it again and give another instant reaction. Content.
Oh shit! I was looking at the wrong May 20th. I was looking at the wrong Thursday. I was looking at this Thursday. Man, my shit's full of Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible.
Same. Lilo and Stitch, Friendship, Mission Impossible, and The Last Rodeo are the only movies listed for next week up until Thursday, Friday, when Bring Her Back and Karate Kids gets added. And Peppa Pig.
I'm just ready for another banger this year. Like we got Sinners, that was a good one. I'm really high on the Ugly Stepsister. That movie is the one that stuck with me.
Yeah.
You talking about squirming and cringy? Phew, goodness!
I saw your post about your top 4 horror movies this year, and I'm not hating. I didn't expect to see The Ugly Stepsister. It's not on mine, respectfully, but I think it is a pretty good movie.
What's your top 4 for this year? Horror movies only. Because
Yeah.
I put Sinners, Ugly Stepsister, Presents, and I think 4th I put Monkey, but that could have been easily Companion, or I think I had like 2 or 3 movies that I could have easily put in 4th. But the top 3 were the top 3.
Yeah, the Monkeys.
Like Presents is good. Like people were sleeping on Presents. That movie hit me in the chest.
The Monkeys definitely not in mine, brother. Respectfully.
I get it.
Presents,
I like the Monkey.
Presents is up there for me, and Presents and Sinners. I think Sinners is 1, and Presents is 2. And then there's a lot of pretty good ones. I mean, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare is up there.
That one could jump up in there to my number 4 on a rewatch. But it's been so long.
Yeah, Death of a Unicorn for me. I guess that's my The Monkey for you. Like I enjoyed that movie. I thought it was fun. Hell of a Summer. I had a lot of fun with. I saw it twice.
Hell of Summer was good.
But
I mean, like you got that like realm of like Final Destination, Bloodlines, and Drop, and Clown in the Cornfield. All of them in that kind of 3.5 range. They're all pretty good.
I've got quite a few horror movies. I'm looking at the movies I've seen in the theater this year. I made a spreadsheet so I can keep up with Hard Eyes. Hard Eyes is
Hard Eyes, yeah. Hard Eyes was good.
And Companion. I've got a bunch of like 3.5 movies. Like so when we get to like top 4, top 5, I might start stretching it. I think Opus, I gave a 3.5. It was entertaining, weird. It's like Kanye West listening parties, so you need to watch Opus. That's like what Kanye is going to turn into, if he hasn't already. But I mean, by far the worst one I've seen is Screamboat. Have to give that one a shout out again. And The Ruse.
Rosario
was bad, but I gave it a 1.5. I gave Screamboat a 0.5, and
that's because that's the lowest you could go.
Exactly. and I gave The Ruse a 0.5 as well. That one's more of a thriller. They try to set it up like it's a supernatural, like haunted house situation, but it's sleight of hand. That's not really what's going on. It's more of a thriller, but that movie sucked out loud.
I'm so glad I'm not going to see that one now. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I'm
I
gonna
left
pick
you
it. I'm
hanging
gonna
on
pick
that
it
one.
just so you have to watch it.
I'm sure you will, buddy. I'll make you do scene by scene on it.
Fine. I'd rather do scene by scene.
All right, 4 more minutes. Let's talk about something else. I'm not even being like shameful about it. Hey, we get paid if we go over 30 minutes. We throw a little mid-roll credit. I mean, it's tough times. We need that money.
Yeah.
I need that $4. You remember in Pursuit of Happiness? It's my $14, Ray. I need my
I still
$14.
haven't seen it.
Are you haven't seen Pursuit of Happiness?
No, man, that movie seems like it's going to wreck me, and I'm already wrecked emotionally anyway. Like I'm
It's
not
it's
in
a
a good
sad one.
headspace. I haven't been for 6, 7, 8 months, so I don't need to watch something like that. I don't think.
It's a sad one.
But
I'll just be honest.
you
It's a
know,
good movie.
I'll shout out my favorite non-horror movies of the year so far. Bob Trevino Likes It. To me, is by far the best. I mean, that movie, there wasn't a dry eye in the theater, me included. Um, the Ballad of Wallace Island, really good movie that no one saw, but you should. It's really good. I saw Moonlight again. Obviously, that's a perfect 10 out of 10 movie to me. So, but I'm not counting that. It didn't release this year. My Dead Friend Zoe, really good.
Whew.
Really good. I'm glad you. I was already going to see it, but like I'm glad I made it a priority because of how you talked about it. And I think Black Bag was a really good one. It's streaming on
Peacock.
Peacock now, so watch Black Bag. That's a really good movie, thriller. And yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of good movies this year. I'm tired of people saying this has not been a good year for movies. It has. The Last Showgirl was really good. One of Them Days is a hilarious comedy. Thunderbolts was great because my baby Florence Pugh.
What's your favorite Florence Pugh movie?
Yes. I mean, I've got a Midsummer tattoo. So either Midsummer or We Live in Time. I just,
poor girl. Jesus.
God, We Live in Time. You watched that one?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
I gave it 5 out of 5.
Same. That movie wrecked me. But I think so Fighting with My Family is not a good movie. It's I use air quotes here, true story. It's the story of Paige / Saraya, professional wrestler, and she plays Saraya. It's not a good movie, but she's really good in it. It's got its funny moments. It's charming. Don't Worry, Darling, really good.
That's a damn good
It's a
movie.
really good movie.
We need to pick that movie.
I'm excited to pick that one in Vivarium. Those are two movies that are on my
God
list.
damn it. Fucking Destin. You had me in the first half, I'm not going to lie.
Vivarium was good, man.
Dude, Vivarium is so fucking annoying.
Warfare was really good.
Warfare was great.
God.
If I just did 4 overall movies, Warfare would probably be in the top 4.
So this one was number 57 in the theater this year. 56 if you don't include Moonlight because they didn't release this year. But I'm going to make I've been tracking them this year for the first time. Like I've got a spreadsheet color coded so I can easily see what I got high scores, what I got low scores. Yeah, I'm going to do a top 10 list at the end of the year. And the way it's shaping up, there's going to be several movies fighting for those 8, 9, 10 spots because I've seen some good ones and we're halfway through the year.
Yeah. I mean, what are you most excited for the rest of the year? I'm excited for 28 Years Later just because
Yeah.
I just want to see what they do with it.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Friendship because I love Paul Rudd and Tim Robinson's funny too. So I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, I'll probably go see that one too. I've heard it's funny.
Eddington, I'm excited for. I know you're not really looking forward to, but I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for the Rock or Dwayne Johnson movie with Emily Blunt. That one looks pretty good.
I'm not. Is that the?
I want to see how he does.
Is that the?
Like I just want to see if he can show some acting chops.
But see, that's the reason I'm not, because I don't think he can. He's The Rock in every single movie he's played. He's Dwayne Johnson, and I mean he's the biggest name that's crossed over from wrestling to acting. I mean he draws the biggest box offices. I get it. He's a megastar, and he'll always be one of my favorite professional wrestlers. That's great, but I just don't think he's a good actor. Every role that he's ever got in his career if you replace him with Dave Bautista, the movie goes up at least a full point. It goes from a 4 out of 5 to a 5 out of 5. So I just don't think he's a good actor. And Dave Bautista is.
I agree, Dave. But I agree, Batista's better. I just want to see if he can show some acting chops in this because he's married or dating Emily Blunt, and we know she can act.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna have to hold his weight against her. So I'm just excited to see if he can keep up with her. Really, to be honest,
Dangerous Animals.
That one looks interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking.
That one looks interesting. It's not just a shark movie; like it's an interesting take on a shark movie. So I'm excited, and it's IFC Shutter. Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. And there was another one I just saw that I was like, yeah, I'm excited for that. Oh no,
Megan 2.0.
No, not really looking forward to that. That
Weapons. I am excited for Weapons.
That one.
I think that's what it's called. Weapons. Zach Krager movie.
I can't.
Where all the kids like disappear at
yeah.
nighttime and all that one looks good.
Yeah, that one looks good. And then that movie that's got David Johnson in it. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen the trailer for it?
I think so. Yeah. The Stephen King movie where they're walking and shit.
Yes.
You just sent the trailer to us the other day. I can't remember what the name of it is though.
The Long Walk. That makes sense.
that looks good.
I'm looking forward to that one and Wes Anderson's new movie, The Phoenician Scheme. I love Wes Anderson movies. They are gorgeous. His color palettes are just always striking, and his casts are always incredible. I mean, this one's got Benicio del Toro, Michael Cera, Willem Dafoe, F. Murray Abraham, a ton of other people, because all his movies have a lot of well-known people in it. But I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm not familiar with this game. But
I was about to say, what's your favorite? Oh, Tom Hanks, Bryan Cranston. What's your favorite Wes Anderson movie?
I don't think I've seen one. You got Asteroid City on my list to watch.
Asteroid City I liked it. It was good.
I've heard it's good. Hey, we hit 32 minutes. We made some money. Let's go. Get ready for that McDonald's ad at the 16-minute line. I'm just kidding. And but we appreciate y'all tuning in. And me and Dustin, we kind of just started rambling, but me and him talked about maybe doing some live stuff maybe in the future. Jumping on live on YouTube or TikTok or something, just answer questions, chit chat like this. That'd be fun, something different.
Yeah.
Connect with the fans a little more. But we have good chemistry. We'll get the other guys to join us too whenever they're not busy. But they got wives and Brian got kids and all that. So I know it's not as easy for those two guys. But we're talking about going live maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, something like that in the future. But we appreciate y'all tuning in, and we will be back sometime soon with another instant reaction. Appreciate y'all tuning in.